Welcome back to another video. We have a bit of unboxing and we have a little bit of packing in this video. So we'll start it off like the thumbnail suggests, unintentionally, it's just a lot of blue. So we've got two parcels, both from Vinted, so I'm opening both now because obviously you only get the 2 or 3 days that you get to make sure they're not damaged, otherwise you just have to accept the purchase as is. So I'm going to unbox these. There's this one and a bigger parcel, and then there's some stuff to pack afterwards. So we'll get inside this. I know what they both are. This is a beehive, a blue beehive style, the Creuset kettle, which for Vinted isn't packaged too badly. Always check these just to make sure they haven't snapped. Normally, if I was to, well, once I've sell it, send it away myself, I'll take that off, wrap it, and also you wrap the lid separate as well so nothing can come loose, break, bang around. But no, packaging it's not bad. It looks like it's. I always give it a little shake beforehand, see if you hear any obvious signs of damage. Then before the video started, I also take pictures of all the parcels because that's another thing you have to do for Vinted, just to prove, just in case. But no, nice blue. I'm not sure what the blue colour is, but it's a vintage one because you can't get this style of kettle now anyway. But it's called Beehive, hence the shape. Inside, that's not too bad really, the usual. Seen worse than that on just normal electric kettles. So we'll use some lime scale on the inside of that. The outside will just give a good clean. And that one should come up quite well. And they're quite a valuable kettle, so if you do see one, pick it up, keep it for yourself, sell it if that's what you do, but they're well worth it. Now the bigger box, this is 3 casserole dishes, all bought from the same person. They were for sale on Vinted as separate lots, so bundled up together on their page. Sent an offer, I think it's about £20–30 less than they asked for. They came back and said, can you just put another 10 on it? So I got these 3 for, I can't remember the price, not a lot. That's the aim of the game, to make as much profit as we can. But there is the blue again, obviously. It's going to be the running theme of this video. But again, package wise, really good for Vinted. And if anyone's wondering what size the biggest lockers is, this box that these have arrived in fit extremely snug inside of the locker. I had to bust a hole in the side of the box, put my hand in and then pull it out that way because I couldn't get my fingers around the edge. But we have the different sizes. I think they're 25, 20, 18 or 27, 22, 20, I can't remember, something like that. But first one, inside is virtually new. I'd say it's been used a couple of times. The size, that was a size 18, so it will be 18, 20, 25. The lid to go with it. Nothing jangled or jingled in this one either, so looking good in terms of damage. But packaged up quite well for Vinted. Normally it's just putting it in a jiffy bag and stick a label on it, and then these people who sell this stuff just thinks it gets there in one piece. But plenty of packaging. The other upside to how I do my eBay stuff is, because I don't go to charity shops, car boots, all that sort of stuff, a lot of my stuff is just bought either from Vinted, some Facebook, but not as much anymore, and eBay. Obviously all this stuff arrives in boxes, already packaged, so it's a case of just reusing. So I don't have to really get out of my way buying boxes, or I buy a lot of the just the big void fill paper from Amazon or eBay. That always comes in handy. But I did get a shredder, so just start shredding either old letters or just generally anything you come across. If you always ask for it, there's always people out there who's got a load of shredded stuff that they don't want. You just ask them and I'll get rid of it for you. And that's even more free packaging. But that was a 20. All the same blues these are. I don't know what I need to learn the colours for the colour names. I'm slightly colourblind as well, so it doesn't really help. But that was a size 20 round casserole. This is just pretty sure it's 25. Yeah, it will be. Tell by looking at it. Size 25. They're all just as nice inside, virtually new. underneath's a little bit of staining, but come off very easily. And this will be the lid to go with it. All the knobs in one piece as well, which are unbelievably expensive for what they are. I think you'll see people selling them on eBay especially. They'll put them up for like between 15 and 25 quid just for the knobs. You can get knockoff Amazon ones, but obviously nowhere near as expensive. But they pretty much, you wouldn't be able to tell, to be honest, apart from the Creuset name on them. This is my idea for these pans, casseroles. 3-tier stand, was a 5, but I didn't have 5 pans to put on it, so I took 2 of the shelves out, sell them separately, and then just put a nice, that'll go well on someone's worktop. That's the plan for that, just makes it stand out a little bit more. Sell it as a lot rather than for individual parcels. Then this is a sale, so this came in Thursday, Friday, one of them. I have a 2-day dispatch on my eBay, and then luckily because it did land near the weekend, I didn't have to post it until Monday. So it'll give you a bit of time. Oh, this is the one, really nice. Again, inside, like they've not been used, probably a present. But that damage, I've checked back on the photos and damage wasn't there. But because I've left, when I got these, I left them so long boxed up because I have a constant stream of parcels. I was well past my time to make a complaint or just ask the buyer for a partial refund on it, so that's all on me. So the price for these pans is obviously lower than what they would have been, but if you ever do get anything like that, I always fill them with water, leave them. They never leak, seep, even if it's warm, boiling water, so it is purely cosmetic. It's not the best thing to look at when you're buying it, but in terms of being a pan or a saucepan, it works just as well. So when I wrap stuff, I don't use bubble wrap to wrap the items. I think bubble wrap's crap for that. It's better for padding out. I use this, it's Jiffy Foam. I think Jiffy's just the brand like Jiffy bags, but it's either 1 or 3 mil. I can't remember which one it is. But I've always used it. I've had 2 items break in the whole time I've been selling. One was a wok that had a really flimsy handle, and the other was a ceramic baking dish, which the picture I got from the guy who bought it, it looked like it had been run over anyway, so I'll put that down to courier rather than the packaging. But it's pretty cheap. It's, was it 500 metres, or claimed 500 metres for 500 mil wide. I think it's like £44, I'm sure, and that'll last quite a while. Then all the boxes as well that I use, I run the business on eBay, and I also have a full-time job working at a dealership. And the joys at the dealership is most stuff comes in quite sturdy boxes, with it being either car parts or car parts related. So plenty of free boxes rather than getting them chucked out. To pike him out the cardboard skip and then use them for this. So I put everything in, package everything like that. I put the pans inside each other, obviously they're all wrapped anyway, and then when it comes to void filling like this, basically just pad every side out, so once it's put together you should be able to lift that parcel up, rattle it around and not hear anything move or knock. Because if it doesn't and it's getting thrown around the couriers and it goes all over the place, if nothing inside's got room to move and knock, there's a good chance it's not going to break, unless it's launched off a cliff or something stupid. So lots of stuff. Don't be shy of it. There's always, it's not worth something being damaged and then having to refund or partial refund. You might get a negative strike on your eBay. It's just fill it out. So part of the stands that I make, this is just the insides. So 5 hook eyes for the 5 pans or casseroles, whatever people decide. Nice black iron or steel wall brackets, and then I'll just chuck in the screws to secure the shelf to the brackets and then the brackets to the wall, just so people don't have to worry about messing about going out and getting all that themselves. Sell it all as one whole thing. We just quickly tape this over. We don't want any of those loose bits coming out and people being short on what they've purchased. But I like the traditional Creuset stands, but being how they are, they obviously have to be on a worktop, and not everybody has the space for stuff just knocking around like that anymore. They look a bit daft wall mounted because it's a box. So I sort of just made them in, which is a lot easier, simpler. In my view, it looks just a bit more this year rather than the 80s. So slice down the boxes, don't slice all the way through, just to fold it over because the box is a bit tall for what was in it. Do it all over like that. Nothing in there now can move around, so this will get there, no problems. This won't be the end of the packing. Every single thing I send, pretty much, especially if it's got a bit more weight to it, is double boxed. Because then you can boot it, launch it, whatever. Hopefully that outer box and the outer packaging takes any hits, and then what's left inside, what actually matters, is fine. So this is the shelf. I say shelf, it's just a bit of wood. Holes there pre-drilled, little logo on there. Just wrap it up anyway. It wouldn't get damaged anyway. If anything was to get damaged, it'd be the rest of it other than a plank of wood. But it looks a bit better for the customer to unwrap. So get that done. Just whip it over the other edge as well. From a length of wood, I think 10 or 11 stands you'll get out of it. I think that length of wood costs £30. So do the maths on that, there's money to be made. So that's the foam, that'll last a lifetime. And then this is where the box that I've just unboxed the 3 catwalls from come back in handy. It was a perfect size. So all the packaging and everything that arrived today is going straight back out, just with its new owner and its new contents. So that's a win. So fill it up. A lot of people, because I get 2 or 3 parcels a day, they'll put a bit of bubble wrap around the item, they put it in the bottom of the box with no padding, and then fill the box and around it with whatever they can find, which is great if someone decides to jump on top of the box. But every time that box is thrown around or in the back of a van or on your doorstep, the item at the bottom just takes a hit. I've had plenty of casseroles, pans, especially ceramics, turn up bust. You message the buyer and they can't believe it's broken. You know, they say, I packed it really well. So you did, but on top, not on the bottom. So that other box that the pans are in, basically wants to be floating. Loads of padding underneath. Like, just go for it. It's not worth hassles of refunds, and then you also don't have the same. If you do get it back, you don't have the value again to resell for that value because half it's broke. So just pad everything out. And then the same other stuff, I'll then tuck it all around the sides. So you can boot the box as much as you like and no damage will be caused to the content, which is what it's all about. Just go around it all. I don't know what this paper is, I get it quite a lot. A lot of car parts come with this sort of paper. It's strong and sturdy stuff. It's like a soft, it's weird, but it's good. So whenever I see that, I always swipe it. Take it out of wherever. So plenty of that, and then just plenty around, go again. Oh, you'll see me when I do videos, sometimes once I've put some in, I'll squeeze the outside of the boxes just to see if it squashes easy or whether it's going to take a bit of throwing around. But oh there we are. Just put some more in, just so it's like to the top of the main box, the bigger box. Just all the way around again. Plenty of padding. It might annoy the people who've run, but I'm sure they'll have that rather than the other. And if they're resellers or whatever they're doing, then they get all the packaging as well, so even better. It's a win-win for everyone. to get it in than there is. You can't really tell from this view. You should have done 2 camera angles really. There's about half an inch or so above the top of that bit I would have put in as well, so there's still room to put some padding on top, just in case it does get thrown around. But all this fits in 60, what's that, probably like a 60 centimetre box, a bit less. Bit of a sturdier cardboard wherever they are at the sides, just so it can't, like there, just a little test, just to squeeze it in and see if it actually would absorb any impact. The last little bits, just to finish it off. This is the brown void fill that I get from Amazon. It's something, what is it, 300, I think it's ridiculous length. It lasts a long time. Around £30 it is, so no brainer. Get a few boxes of that in. If you get, depending on what you sell, obviously, how much you sell, you could probably buy 4 boxes or just spend £100, so 3 boxes, and you probably got your year's worth. So parcel this one back up. I think it was George Ross on one of his recent videos, he sold, what was it, a Mac monitor I think, that's going to Spain, and I think he didn't realise the price of some couriers, like in a positive way. So this box here, DPD costs £6.56 for 60 by 60 by 60 centimetre box up to 20 kilos. And if you choose the weight from 5 kilos to 20, it's the same price. So I just put this in the computer at between 10 and 20 I think, or 15 and 20, whatever it was. I think it's just less than 15, but the price is the same, so just go over the weight anyway, you're safe. But yeah, this will go off, they'll get this sent out onto its new owner. Don't forget, I've never had an issue of DPD, they're one of the, if not the best courier. And that's it. So thank you for watching, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.